Hey guys, good morning. I'm coming to you with the obvious look of, yeah, I've been crying. Very disheveled. It's 8:09 a.m. and I think I've talked about this kind of stuff before, but I just need to talk about it again, so here we go. Let me start off by saying one word, one action can mean a whole lot to one person. That person could be having an absolutely shitty day, and your kindness could be the only kindness they have received, and that could make somebody's whole day. On the flip side, one comment could take an entirely happy day and flush it down the toilet. Last night, I was trying to be helpful to somebody because somebody didn't understand one of the videos I was watching. So I decided to comment and let them know what it was because they were like, hey, I'm not sure what's going on here. I was like, this is a parody. And it was a parody of something that, like that, it was Danielle's version of a parody of the sorority girl thing, and this guy didn't know what was going on. A lot of people on there were just getting mad at her and just assuming that she was being serious. But for me, it was. I tried to let people know it was a parody. If they were being rude, I was a little rude to them. But this person was genuinely just asking, so I was like, okay, I'll just, let them know what it is. Since I know that Danielle can't get to all of these comments, I might as well try to help a little bit. So there are several of my comments on there. Alright, so completely different person. I mean, completely different person later responds with the phrase, I hope that profile picture isn't you in real life. My YouTube profile picture. Not the one that I'm going to be having on this channel, but the pink-haired one. One of the photos that I took and thought was really good. In fact, a modeling company had approached me with me showing them just that picture. Yeah. It hurt a lot. I know there's some people like you guys that can hear comments like that and go, screw those people. It doesn't matter what they think. People that don't care about what other people think, and that's fantastic. That's a great, great skill to have. It's just one that I have never been able to acquire, ever. I have tried. Believe me, I have really, really tried. But I'm just a really sensitive person who cares about everybody's comments and everybody's feelings towards me, whether they are a complete stranger or a super close friend. And that literally destroyed me last night. So, I posted it on the internet, and the sad part is that more people on the internet cared about that crap than people in my real life. I got so many kind responses from people who has never seen me in person. And I really appreciate those comments. But the reason I'm crying, I guess, besides being grateful, is the fact that this morning I woke up. I was feeling sick as usual because in the mornings, for some reason, I am always in pain. My joints ache, my stomach is sick, I can barely see because my eyes are burning, and I wasn't even crying last night. My eyes were just burning so bad I could barely open them. So I get up and do what I normally do for Ed. I get his clothes ready, and I call him, and usually I wait about 5 or 10 minutes after that, and then I get him cereal. Well, Mom got involved today, even more so than she usually gets involved. I let her know that he was running out of pants, so we really needed to do laundry. We needed to do laundry for a couple days. And, he had one pair of pants. It was either that or shorts, and he didn't want to wear shorts. That was all we said. And then she offered to get him cereal because he has to take a pill for his ADHD. And typically, like I said, I wait. Well, she didn't, and she put his cereal on my table rather than on his table. And she laid it right on top of my World of Warcraft comic. Alright? This is a 2008 comic. It's out of print. I asked him could he move his cereal to his table. He's like, well, Grandma put it here. I'm like, I know Grandma put it there, but I want you to move it to your table because I don't want you to spill it on my comic. And what he does is he takes the cereal and he sits in the corner and starts crying. And then Mom goes off on me because she comes back. And I explained to her what happened, and she basically just treats me like absolute garbage for asking him to do that one thing. And I got upset with him because I was like, why are you crying over just that little thing? It's just moving something from one over to the other. He's literally become so dependent that the only way to get him to not drink sippy cups was to throw them in the garbage. And that was last week. That was literally last week. Because no matter what I say, nobody listens. Nobody listens. And then whenever I try to do one thing that's obviously extremely simple, I get yelled at and treated like I'm a villain. So I'm supposed to let him spill his cereal over my stuff. There's, the oatmeal incident. There's been times where he's spilled stuff all over the place and I've had to clean it up. So I'm not allowed to say that one request, and then she makes me feel like total garbage, and then she walks out, says goodbye sweetly to him, and leaves me to sit here. Eventually, after what happened last night and what happened this morning, I just lost it. I just couldn't stop crying. And I thought I was done, but obviously I'm not. And I'm sorry for posting this in tears, because I'm not trying to get attention. I just, like I said, this channel is a lot of the times for venting, and for showing you guys what your actions or another person's actions can do to a person. Just like, this is the kind of effect it can have. One sentence, one rude comment can do this to somebody. People's actions and their words are extremely important, and I want people to understand that, even if I have to be an example for that. Please treat other people nicely, because that whole incident there just ruined my entire day. It didn't have to, but it did. And I texted her, tried to explain some of it, which, some of it I just can't explain through text. I would have to, talk to her the way I'm talking to you guys. And I get, I literally give her a paragraph or so of stuff through a text, and all I get back is, sorry. I'm like, one word after I took all that time to explain to you. And then she types in all caps, driving, and I was like, if you're driving, what you need to do is wait until you can give a thoughtful response, like at her break or at her lunch or something, instead of making it worse by posting things like that at me. My mother, when I was little, was extremely amazing. She was kind, she was sensitive, she was sweet, she was generous. She was an amazing, amazing person. But over the years, as she's just been stuck with my dad, who has treated her awful, and she's never broken away, she tries, but then she, gives up. Over the years, that coupled with the stress of taking on things that she should never have taken on, she's become impatient, nasty, cruel, and snappy to everybody. She's gone from a person who I admired to a person I don't even want to be around anymore. I barely see that kindness inside of her anymore. I know it's still there, but it's become to the point where, even though I miss my mommy, I don't feel like I'm ever gonna see my real mommy again. And it's hard. That's why I kind of want to move away again. Yet another reason why I want to move away, because I want to move to a place where I know I'm cared for, or, a place that I know that I already love. I wanted to live in Florida since I was 9 years old. So the fact that I finally get to go, after I get a job and start saving up money is amazing to me. It is. There's parts of me that wishes I could just, borrow the money and run off right now. I really wish I could, and then just pay off my debts while I'm there. I really wish I could do that, but there's nobody that can help me. But it's really freaking rough. It bothered me a lot, and I just had to share it. And I'm sorry that I'm crying on camera. I'm really not trying to get you guys' attention or, anything. Typically, I feel if you have to cry, you should definitely not do it on camera. It to me, it does seem attention seeking, so I really apologize. But I just, like I said, I wanted to share that story with you and just explain, that it can only be one sentence. It can only be one word. And it can highly affect someone, so please be kind to one another. Please, let your actions and words reflect kindness instead of pain. Alright, guys? I hope you all have a lovely day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.